is the Granite Guard any good in patch 6.1.3? Now, I have actually faced this unit the last time I was in an experimental Azag campaign. More on that later, but this is a unit as solid as its name suggests, and blunderbuss units were already good, perhaps well beyond good. So we're just discussing how much better it can get. Recruited for 1200 gold and 300 upkeep, not a small investment. On Ultra scale, you get 80 entities and 6,800 health, and whatever changes to the base unit occurred were reflected here too. That's relatively recent. Armor is 100, but there are no shields. Like the Infernal Ironsworn RoR, you really need to remember something like that, or you'll lose a valuable unit needlessly. Leadership of 75 is rock solid. Get it? I know you get it. Speed 26 and charge speed 36 are ponderous. Melee attack arrives fully formed at 38 with an attack interval of 4.3, no splash damage involved. So you can see this unit can fend for itself in melee to a degree. Melee defense of 46 is resilient. Weapon strength 46 is split between base 12 and armor piercing 34. And maybe your eyes popped out just a little? Just a little bit. There is no bonus versus any type, but charge bonus of 18 is the sort you see for, drumroll, Great Weapons Infantry, and mass is 250. For ranged, ammunition is 30 to start, range is 90, missile strength is officially 73, but every shot inflicts suppressed on the enemy for minus 30% speed without the Hellforge upgrade to do so. Keep this in mind. As per usual, each projectile is base 5 and AP 13, 3 projectiles per shot, and reload time is 7.38 seconds, a full 1.64 seconds below that of a rank 9 normal blunderbuss unit. As a very minor penalty, total accuracy is 43 for 4 less. Calibration distance remains 55, calibration area remains 2, and there is no multi-target penetration here either, but a dead target stops no projectiles. Also note, mass 250 is 100 more than the usual blunderbuss unit. By default, the unit has Hide and Forest, the Contempt trait, and Charge Defense versus Large, as in what regulars don't get. But if left motionless for 25 seconds, Dig In provides plus 15% missile resistance, plus 40% range, and Expert Charge Defense, meaning that enemy slayers will not gain their charge bonus on the way in. There is a cooldown of 25 seconds, and the unit is supposed to not be moving. I don't know how strict the game is with that, and if repositioning after a mammoth barges in is a problem, but the bottom line is that all our usual complaints about the limitations of a blunderbuss unit kind of disappear here. Just remember no shields. It's important. In the redline skills, firing drills at 3 pips add plus 20% ammunition and plus 12% missile strength. Bloodied bombardment adds another plus 12% missile strength, plus 10% reload time reduction and 15% missile resistance. And at that point they may not have shields, but they're at least a lot harder to root out, which is the point. In the tech tree, the only thing that matters much here is hollow rounds for plus 8% missile strength and 6% more reload time reduction. But that's already a lot of missile strength. Let's take a brief look at the Hellforge upgrades in light of this being a true hybrid great weapons unit. I know, the words themselves are shocking, but that's why it's an RoR. Extra powder means 30% free extra damage unless and until ammo goes under 80%. Extra reload gives you an extra shot at over 80%. Therefore, combining the two means one extra shot above 80% for plus 30% damage. This is good, provided you are a warrior for the Oligarchy. Magical attacks full-time means Sirens have an extra reason to wail. Stalk and Vanguard deployment means you can do something like this. Set up 100 meters from an enemy artillery unit or elite missile unit like Hawkland long rifles. Past 25 seconds digging in, immediately open up with fire at will, keep firing across the enemy's rectangle at an optimum angle, kill absolutely everything, and then move on to the next target. Why doesn't everybody do this? I remind Speed 26. By the time you pull this off, your army might have died of old age. Suppressing ammunition won't help this unit, but sure will help other units, giving them the suppressed attribute. So I'm not knocking it. 25% spell resistance can't be wrong. And finally, reload time reduction another 10% is just crazy. It's just really crazy. The end. So how do we use the Granite Guard? Well, remember me mentioning at the start, I faced one as Azag. Well, not literally as Azag himself, it was a pair of full armies including RoR units, and the initial army wasn't actually meant for sieges. But I had some lava arachnorok spiders, so I was going to win eventually. The only artillery available was 2 bolt throwers. I messed up the first try for some reason, so I retried the battle for science. I wasn't trying to prove anything at that point. So what happened was I saw the enemy had a Granite guard and was wandering around with it on elevated ground in range of the 2 bolt thrower units. So I had them shoot at the Granite guard. A lot. By the end of it, the Granite guard were virtually broken. I finished the job with a unit rush up the stairs, and the enemy got basically 0 value for the regiment of renown. This is the ideal situation for an enemy of capitalism gone very wrong. This is also a complete catastrophe if you are the one using this unit. So, learn from my experience. Do not allow the enemy access to the Granite Guard easily, keep it as your deadly trump card. Hide it from easy sources of damage. Make the enemy fight its way to face the guard. And then have the guard grave shot them in the face. A lot. And if that fails, either absorb a charge and start wailing, or charge yourself and start wailing, it's all good. The Granite Guard is far from invincible. A fair fight with Swordmasters of Hoeth is unlikely to be a good look with them. An unfair fight will destroy the Swordmasters. Your objective is to be as brutal as a Khorne worshipper, as honorless as a Skaven, and as industrious as a Dwarf. And if you can handle all that, this is a unit of better blunderbusses, because even with the rank 9 regulars, with all of their buffs, are not able to catch this unit in DPS awesomeness. And that's just with the hand cannons. They also have big evil weapons, the better to bash your skull in with, through your helmet. This is a good unit, to the point it's a war crime to let the enemy crush it with a couple of allegedly bad artillery batteries for free. And if you're facing it, pray to the deity of your choice that you got off as easy as I did. Take care, and have fun showing scissors and paper players that rock beats everything.